Biter Gaming presents.
That
That's fucking fun.
that was fun. Oh shit. So, welcome back. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording, so I'll have to give a quick reintroduction of it again. So, basically, there was 5 days of journeying. Balthazar had himself a nice little communion with his goddess. Castor had quite a few. I think it's 3 horoscopes. One of which the last one seems very true to what's going to happen. And they are now back home and being approached by an old man, a very good-looking man. And they saw some signs on the road that said vote for Mike and vote for Hugh. So that seems to be like there's going to be a governor's race today from the signs of everything going on and all the people there. So, now that I've screwed up and forgot to make sure that my recording was actually recording, but it is now.
Are we sure?
I'm going to check it. Yeah. The little red dots there. So, the older man, is walking with his hands behind his back towards you, Castor. You see the more attractive younger man following behind with somewhat of a grin on his face. The older man looks at you. Ah, yes. I believe your name is Castor, if I'm correct.
That would maybe be correct. What's yours?
Ah, my name is Wilhelm, and I am actually here on a duty of the Guildmaster, doing him a favor. Where is the Guildmaster of Kole Naktasi? Where is Komodaria?
I believe that would be me now, because the last one has been, he committed suicide.
He looks at you, just confused. Last I heard, you were just an assistant to the Guildmaster, not the next in line.
I thought, didn't we, like, out of character, didn't we say, like, last session that...
No, I think we were more just trying to figure out what was going to happen.
Oh, okay. I thought that was an agreed thing. Okay, never mind then. Never mind what I said.
Taking power from his dead boss.
I thought that's what we agreed upon last time. I thought that's what that was told. Okay, never mind then. The guildmaster's currently in the back of the wagon.
Oh, good. Is he asleep?
For a while.
Now's not the time to play games, boy. And you see his eyes go from your eyes down to your nub.
My Oh, I forgot that I had.
He was like, why is he just staring at my cock?
that's what he was meaning for.
What
I forgot.
in the hell happened to your arm?
Quite a lot, actually. It was very intense. A lot of stuff happened in the moment. That's kind of partially why the guildmaster is in the back of the wagon.
The Guildmaster is dead, isn't he?
You could say that.
Well, that is unfortunate.
So who's in charge now? Because I have a job. I had a job, and I kind of I need one now. So
Well, I am merely, or was merely, the emissary to the King of Sands, and now I do more advisory work. And I was going to come here to advise Como that he needed to, how do I say it politely, do his fucking job better. Kole Naktasi was placed in his control by the Guildmaster, and unfortunately I do not share the Guildmaster's reverence for the young boy. You were placed here to help him. Of course, it looks like you have failed terribly.
well, I mean, it wasn't my fault that he just dropped dead.
Oh,
We don't even know what happened.
It's your fault that you let him go to a place where he just drops dead.
I was hired. I was told to just help him. We were just going to the temple, and then he just dropped dead.
And you help him to die, it seems, and lose your arm. It's very sad indeed. Well,
Am I able to hear this all happen?
yes, you are.
Can I call this guy a pretentious prick?
You can, sure.
All right. Well, I call him a fucking pretentious prick because that's what he fucking sounds like.
And he looks at you. You'd be wise to steal your tongue, sorcerer.
And you'd be wise to steal these nuts.
No wonder Como died. I see that he's palling around with Bill. He turns
Can I-
back.
Asshole.
He
Can
turns.
I fucking hit this guy?
No, don't hit him. Don't hit him. I'm gonna stop that.
If you want to hit him, you can try.
I want to hit this man so much.
Stop
He's
that
with
shit.
another dude, right?
Yeah.
How big does this guy look?
This guy looks quite fucking intimidating because the entire time he's still just got a careless smirk across his face. The old man, he turns to...
I punched the old man in the... Or, I don't punch him. I slap the shit out of him.
Okay, roll a unarmed strike.
What's that? A fucking
I think it's like a D2.
D4?
Isn't it a D2? Or D3?
Let me
Unarmed
try.
strike? Let me take... Is it roll to hit? Should I be doing?
No, we'll just say that you walked up and
Oh,
slapped him.
Strike is
Okay,
No.
it says one. Like all it shows is like one for bludgeoning. It doesn't say.
Okay, so
whether
you
it's
do
a
1
D4.
damage. Okay. So you walk up and you slap the old man in the back of the head, and he
And I
pauses.
say, why don't you fucking learn some goddamn manners?
I need you to make a dexterity check. Or sorry, dexterity saving throw.
14.
Okay. So as you finish slapping him and start reading him the riot act, you feel a sharp point touch your genital area
oh.
and push in ever so slightly.
Oh.
Touch me again, and you'll lose it.
As he says that, I fucking come immediately.
Okay, so as you come immediately, you feel
Not
the
an
blade.
attack. Not an attack.
Oh,
just a
okay,
fucking-
okay.
That's pretty damn hot, So,
Now step away, or I'll step forward.
alright, I back up.
Without looking away from you, he holds the dagger in his hand. Well, Fatsu, I understand that you were only brought here to moderate a debate. However, looks like you earned yourself a promotion to Guildmaster instead. Does that sit well with you? His eyes still looking at you, Balthazar.
Yes,
He
that'll
asking
work
me?
nicely.
Good. Caster, I would make 2 suggestions. 1, stop palling around with filth. They'll only get you killed. And 2, I would throw myself at the mercy of Thatsuulu here because he is now the one who can either keep you on payroll or fire you. Though you may get paid only half of what you were paid because you can only do half the job, seeing as you've been quite literally disarmed.
Asshole. Okay, whatever you say. Prick.
What was that?
Nothing. I'm talking about
Called
Balthazar's
you a
prick.
fucking prick, I shout.
You didn't need to do that.
Tatsu, he is in your charge. If he were to end up dead, I don't think anybody would be saddened, to say the least. So, at the end of the day, Thatsu, you are the Guildmaster. Though I do still require you to be the moderator for the debate between Mike and Hugh and the governorship.
Oh, don't worry, it won't be a problem.
So, I'll leave you to introduce yourself and come find me when you've finished doing your introductions. And he gives you a nod and walks on his way, putting his dagger back into his robes.
Did he even clean it off?
No, he did not.
Just needed.
So Thatsuulu is now your boss, Caster. So
So wait, so is the old man, is he gone then?
yeah, he left.
Okay.
He's
Well,
kind of an asshole, right, Caster?
yeah, he was. Tatsu, what kind of dude are you working for?
Well, I wasn't working for him till now.
He is not working for him. Period.
Oh, okay then.
Thatsu would know that this guy what used to be the emissary to the King of Sands that used to rule over Radian. But now he's more of an advisor. He doesn't officially work in any kind of capacity. He's just more asked for advice or help on certain tasks. And the task that he was asked to aid with was getting Thatsuulu to not only moderate, but also, or moderate this debate that's going to be happening, but also to use him as a tool to let Komodaria know that his job is not secure, that at any point he could be replaced by somebody who is way more efficient. That's what Thatsuulu would know.
Yeah, that.
So he's not in the employment of this guy, of Wilhelm.
Well, Tatsu, what election is going on? What debate? Do you have any info?
Yeah, it's for the governorship. You don't remember what happened to the last governor?
I don't think I was here for that one.
No, he wasn't.
Can I ask, is this open to anybody to run, or is it just the 2 candidates that are running currently?
The polls were closed yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's closed.
damn. It's gonna make a late entrance to this fucking race here.
Now, the way that the elections work is Gem and Bilazili send one person each to have a debate, and the winner is voted upon in Kole Naktasi, which is the current human capital. So that
Oh,
is
so you have to be nominated.
yes, you have to be nominated by your hometown.
Do we get to vote?
Yes, you do. Everybody currently
Polls
in
are closed,
attendance.
though, right?
Well, no, you get to vote on who wins the debate. You don't get to choose who gets to enter the race. It's you get to choose who won the debate and who you want to be the governor.
So when is this debate?
Today.
Oh, what are their platforms like? What's their policies and shit?
You're gonna have to find out. That is
Is that all
the
at the
moderators.
debate? Can I
That is the
ask,
moderators. That is the moderator's job to basically get out. Because so far, no one knows. No one knows where these guys stand. So it's his job to ask the questions of these two candidates to find out where they stand. That way, the best person is voted upon.
Okay.
No.
So what time's the debate?
Let's say in 4 to 5 hours. You got 4 to 5 hours to kill.
Well, we kind of have to dispose of Como, his remains.
I guess that's true. Where do we want to put this man?
I think you know more, or maybe Fatsu knows a bit more about where we can put him, or maybe
And
we
as
can
a-
ask somebody.
Yeah, why don't you go ask him? I'll make sure to prep the body
Okay.
and
Uh,
go over to the body.
Okay.
so, Fatsu, are you a local?
No, not from around here.
Do you know anything about the town where we could maybe dispose of or my boss, Balthazar's, a company person?
I mean, there's a cemetery for all the people who were lost in the attack.
I guess we could dispose of him there. Balthazar, does that sound good to you?
Well, I'm
As-
already at the body.
As you're
Yeah.
talking to Thatsu about what to do, Balthazar, you are preparing the body.
Okay. Take out my dagger and I cut out his heart so that I could have the heart of a friend.
Okay.
And
So,
then I stitch it back up.
all right, I need you to roll a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? What do you mean a
Sleight
sleight
of
of
hand.
hand?
You've
For
got
the
a lot of
stitching or for the
for the
cutting out?
stitching. For the stitching, we'll say that
Okay.
you were smart enough to look around to make sure no one saw you cut his heart out. But yeah, we'll say that you need a sleight of hand to stitch him up real quick because the conversation Caster just had was a very fucking quick one.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know I was really doing this in secret so much. It's like, all
Uh,
right, yeah,
you're cutting out a dead
probably
man's heart.
probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. 16.
All right, so you take out a little needle and some thread, and you just begin sewing them up as quickly as you can. It's not perfect, but who's looking for perfect? You're just trying to get them closed up to where no one really notices. And I mean, if somebody inspects the body, then yeah, they're gonna see that his heart was, or well, he has at least a cut that was sewn shut. Aside from that, not much evidence of your actions.
Would he have like, I don't know, this is out of character, but would he have like felt the necklace or anything?
No,
While
he
he was
would
doing
not
it?
have felt the
Okay.
necklace.
Okay.
So, as you turn around to ask Balthazar, who's from where you're standing, looks like he's just kind of patting him down and making sure that he has nothing of importance upon his person. You ask him your question of, does that sound good to have him buried in the cemetery here? And Balthazar, what do you say to that?
Sounds fucking
On the way.
cheery to me. Yeah. Sounds good to me. I'm down.
Okay. So you guys take his body and take him, or well, take the Vicuna with the wagon, dragging his body to the gravesite for the lost and the fallen. Fatsu, while they're doing this, what would you like to do?
Get my affairs in order at the guild to be taking over it.
Okay. So while you're going and getting your affairs in, more or less,
Cleaning out the office.
yeah, cleaning out the office that doesn't exist.
There's an office.
Okay, there's an office. The two of you, Balthazar and Castor, you guys are walking towards the graveyard. You
Wait,
see-
Balthazar had a dog. Balthazar's dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, is it just with us?
Yeah, we'll say he's with you. I forgot about the dog.
Okay.
Hirohito.
Yeah.
Hirohito.
Hirohito, sorry. And
Yeah.
No,
Japanese
this time he was
emperors.
named Hiroshima or some shit.
I don't fucking know. I can't remember what you named him. He's had like several
Yeah, well,
different
it's like-
fucking names.
Hiroshima. We'll go with Hiroshima because Hirohito was the first fucking name, but I was supposedly supposed to forget.
Ah,
Yeah.
So
okay.
we'll go
So-
with Hiroshima.
all right. So Hiroshima is following in tow. As you guys get to the graveyard, you see a man just kind of standing there, looking past the gravestones. Looks to be hundreds of gravestones that look like they were freshly put there. He's just leaning on a shovel, looking over all of them.
Are you the person that we're supposed to talk to about burying somebody?
He turns and looks at you. Well, sure. Who do you have that needs to be buried?
I look
Didn't you
over and I
realize-
say a friend of ours.
Sorry.
An employer?
Sorry for your loss. And sorry for your loss of work. Did he have any sort of arrangements that he would like, or just you want him to be just buried?
I'm pretty sure he would have liked to have all of his limbs broken. From what I understand, his culture likes to have the limbs broken so that they can't be reanimated by a necromancer and walk away.
That's not how necromancy works, but roll
Well,
a perception.
that's what he
or not
wanted, that's
perception,
his-
persuasion. Roll a persuasion.
I would
I
argue.
gotta roll a
deception.
persuasion check on that.
Or you can roll a
Alright.
deception. Whichever one. Deception or persuasion.
Cutting chicken right now, but
Are you fucking
I'm
kidding
at
me?
the desk. No, later I can multitask. All right, what is this, a D20? So, well,
What are about your bonuses?
for which one? So deception, or you said a performance or persuasion? You said?
Persuasion. Persuasion or deception. I'll let you choose.
All right, well we're going with persuasion, because that's a 17.
Oh, okay. So he ponders it for a moment. Well, it sounds very odd. But I mean, if that's his wishes, then that's his wishes. So, is there anybody that I should contact? I'm assuming you guys would like to have a funeral at the very least.
Yeah, I mean his
We can make it quick.
his aunt Wasn't it his aunt and that one kid that we dropped off at his aunt's?
His aunt is dead.
Oh, she died?
Yeah, she got her head cut off. You were given her head, if you remember. And you put her
No,
head
no,
in
no,
your
no, no.
bag.
Wait a minute. No, because I only fucked his aunt once, and then he almost killed my cock.
Yeah, but she was also killed by the judge, who handed you her head to give to Coma, and you ended up putting the head in your bag.
Shit. Okay. I forgot about that completely. Do I
That's
still
why
have her
journals
head?
are important.
Knew you were gonna say that. Do I still have her head?
You do.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing I picked that up then. Anyways, uh, yeah, shit. No, not really. Except for that one kid. That kid never died, right?
The kid's still alive as far as you know.
Okay. Should probably go pick him up. We need a bigger fucking adventuring party.
So he had no parents, no loved ones, just
Not
this
that he
aunt.
told me of.
Roll a
Not
history
that he
check.
told me. I remember. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, history check. Let's see. Apply for that. All right, so that's 11.
Uh, yeah, it sounds about right. Sounds like it was just the aunt. So,
All right, so I mean, I guess it'll just be us in attendance, man.
okay. All right. Well, we will. I'll be able to prepare the body and have the funeral set up in a few days. I mean, as you can see, I've been quite busy and I do need a day off, so it'll take me a few days. 3-4 days. Does that sound good?
Understandable. That's understandable.
Okay. And, payment. We will need to speak about payment. I will need 400 gold.
You can charge it to the guild. You know, was he part of a guild? Balthazar?
Water Merchants Guild.
Yeah, the
He
water
was
merchants
he was
guild.
the
Charge it to
merchant.
them.
He was the guild master of the merchants guild.
Yeah, you can charge. You can charge it to them.
Oh, okay. All right. And you are
I was his former assistant, and then now I'm the assistant of the new guildmaster. Maybe.
name. I need your name.
Oh, Caster.
Okay, thank you, Casta. I just, I want to be able to let them know who told me that I could charge the guild. That's all. So he
Did he
pulls out
say
a
Castor? He meant James Blackport.
little parchment and starts scribbling things down. His name's Como, correct? That's the name that you
Yeah.
had said. Okay. Last name or just Como?
Daria.
Ah. Okay. All right. Okay, that's perfect. All right, and do you have his date of birth or?
That is a really. That's a really good question.
All right, well, let me see his body. He walks behind the wagon and begins inspecting this body of your friend. Oh, that's strange. Huh. What would you like to have done with his personal property?
Well, what is
well-
there?
There's a necklace. Looks like some armor. Or would you like him to be buried in this? I mean, he's your friend. I don't know much about him. It's a very beautiful necklace.
Is he wearing it?
He is, yes.
Balthazar, I can't see the necklace. Can you?
No, I don't know what the fuck this man's talking about.
Sir, are you okay? I don't see a necklace.
He looks at you guys, his eyes just kind of narrowing. Okay, well, I'll just bury him with his personal effects. I mean, it's
Well,
Well,
no, we
I don't
can.
know about
You'll
that.
no. Yeah, I don't know about that.
So I want to take anything of value. He's not going to be able to take it back. If you know what I mean. I'd laugh a little bit. I'm assuming he doesn't laugh back.
he doesn't. He's looking at you.
You can just put. Well, Balthazar, you can. I'll let you take the armor. You can do whatever you want with it. Just put his personal belongings in a bag, and
Oh,
then
what kind
we'll
of
take the
armor is
bag.
it?
I
Out of
think it
character.
was. I think it was scale, if I'm correct. I'll have to look.
Oh, dude, is that
Yeah.
I think that's an upgrade over my armor.
Let's see. Oh, wait, no, I may not have. No, I don't
I'm
have.
pretty sure it was scale.
It is. Let's see. Inventory. Yep, scale mail. That's what he had. So, alright, well, I shall have his personal effects given to you the day of his funeral. We are not disrobing your friend out here. Have some more respect for the dearly departed, please.
Ah, all right. I apologize.
Alright, well, he walks to the back of the wagon. Or he's already there, sorry. He walks to the front of the wagon. Alright, well, I will use your animal here. Don't know what kind of animal it is, but I'll have him help me bring the body in, and I will put him in the barn.
So about that, um, he kind of doesn't know that our friend here is dead, and if he did, I don't think he'd move, because we kind of had to trick him into thinking he was still alive. So just if he could kind of keep that up,
Yeah.
let him know he's resting, he'll have a much easier time moving him.
Mm. Well, thank you for the heads up, and I'll do that. He gets
Yeah,
into
no
the
problem.
gets onto the wagon and snaps the reins, and the Vicuna begins to walk forward very slowly. He seems to be tired. And you see the wagon go towards the very small mud hut that is his office.
Well, I guess we better either do something else or head to the debate then.
So, you're not wondering what the fuck necklace he was talking about?
No, I'm really confused by this necklace because also right before he died, he saw a necklace, and I don't know. It seems like I don't know what's going on, but people keep seeing a necklace.
Oh, fucking odd. It's definitely a little fucking strange, but I don't know. Let's might as well head over to the debate, see what the fuck's going on there. I guess.
Hang on, Balthazar, do you not remember?
Well, what the fuck?
What?
What?
That
What's going?
Midorth?
Yeah, what's up?
Aren't you fucking dead, bro?
Well, yes, but technically no at the moment.
Caster, you're seeing Balthazar literally talking to himself.
Balthazar, are you crazy too now? What's going on?
Well, there's a fucking voice in my head. Sounds like a fucking old friend of mine. But this man's supposed to be fucking dead.
Well,
Midorth.
I am dead,
Really,
but
Midorth. Tell me something only Midorth would know about himself. And me. And me also. How did you die? Actually, everybody would probably know that. It's stupid.
Yeah, I got blasted by a big ass green laser.
Okay, okay. What were we fighting?
Some weird scorpion thing.
Okay.
I don't know
Alright.
because I died.
Oh, shit. Alright, yeah, that's true.
Let's see.
What was the name of the orc that we were with?
We were with an orc? I didn't really have
Oh,
time to learn everybody's name. I remember Carnivaro.
shit. Okay. Alright.
Ooh, here's one. Because this would be just your clients, I think. Or, well, yeah. At the tavern. I think the tavern said your prostitute name was, I think, Ruby?
Shit. It is you. Well,
It
what
is
the fuck?
who?
Why the fuck are you in my head, man?
Well, I'm not in your head. I'm in your arm.
Which one?
Your left one.
Oh,
You should
yeah.
see some sort of mark on it.
As you look down, Balthazar, you see a very small brand upon your left arm that was not there before. And it is in the symbol of a what looks to be like a target.
Oh, fuck me. It's really you.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Either that or I'm going insane. Well, how the fuck, you know how you fucking got in there?
I do know, but based off of current events, I don't think me telling you would make you remember.
What do you mean?
Well, to put it simply, when we got to back to wherever the fuck you guys were before, um, we were originally in a different realm.
Do you know the fucking name of this realm?
I do. It was the graveyard of the god.
Never fucking heard of that place.
What is he
Exactly. That's what I'm
from?
saying. You probably don't remember.
So you're telling me that we're in fucking some realm called the Graveyard of the Gods and we don't remember shit?
Yes.
What the fuck? Is that where that dog came from?
Yes, that is exactly where you came from.
Well, then how the fuck do I remember the dog and nothing else?
Some sort of.
I don't remember the dog. Fuck. But how
Well,
come this dog came with us and seemingly nothing else?
Well, I don't know what else came with. I'm just aware of what you got while we were there.
Well, what'd we get?
Well, you already know of one thing, because it's what made Castor lose his arm. And it was some weird amulet,
Whoa,
which,
wait. Back up, what? Amulet? Like a
you
fucking
know that necklace that Como put on? That everybody, that the grave tender just brought up?
Yeah, they keep bringing up a fucking necklace. I don't see shit.
Balthazar, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. It's just making me go crazy. It's blowing my mind, huh? Please tell me you got an actual decent fuck yeah. Oh wait, it was Constitution saving?
Yes, Constitution saving throw.
14.
All right. As you're hearing all this in your head, it feels like your brain is just being squished very painfully. And it feels like a spike is being driven through the top of your head. I need you to give yourself 5 points of psychic damage.
Ah, fuck. My head. Ah. Guess what?
Balthazar, are you good? What happened?
I
You
don't
okay?
fucking know. I'm hearing my fucking old buddy Midorth in my fucking head, but he's supposed to be dead. He's telling me we're in a different realm, and all of a sudden I just started getting a fucking splitting fucking pain.
What do you mean we're in a different realm?
Yeah, I don't know. He called it the graveyard of the gods. I don't even know what the fuck that is. He said we were there, and he mentioned something about the fucking amulet that everybody's talking about, the necklace.
Hmm. What does he know about the necklace?
I don't know. I didn't get to ask him too much about it.
Well, I can still hear you.
Pain. Oh shit. Yeah, he's still there. Hey, what do you know about this fucking necklace thing?
Well, the only thing I knew about it before was that it was essentially like a I don't know if you call it a catalyst or something, but it essentially kept bad shit from happening to Caster.
He said it kept bad shit from happening to you, bastard.
Like bad shit, like my arm exploding?
Well,
Yeah.
clearly that didn't fucking work too well then, I guess, but I don't know. You just said some bad shit, man.
Well, my assumption is that at some point, Caster he didn't like drop it, or well, he might have dropped it. I don't know. I can't see shit, but he let go of the amulet.
Can I do a his? Wait, no, I don't hear this. Never mind.
I don't know, man. He's saying he doesn't know, but he's thinking like he may have fucking dropped it. 'Cause he said while you were
Yeah.
wearing it, it was supposed to, protect you from some shit.
Can
Maybe you dropped
I?
it. You got some fucking bad juju or some shit.
Could I do like a history check or anything to remember the moment and like reveal like that I?
Yes, you can make a history check at disadvantage because it did happen very quickly and there was a lot going on. Lots of
Okay.
James Blackport being shot in the face.
Ooh,
Okay, a 9.
A 9.
So a
No,
9
damn.
disadvantage.
So you are standing there, you're looking at your stump and you're trying to recall the moment that it exploded. And it's just all you can remember really is Blackport getting shot in the face twice. And that's really all that sticks out. You remember the judge saying that either he needed safe passage or Blackport needed to die. But the rest is just you're focused on Blackport being shot in the face twice by Balthazar.
And Como, do I not remember like Como just like dying instantly?
That came after. That came
Okay,
after
okay,
your arm exploded.
okay, okay. So,
As you guys
hmm,
are talking with this voice you believe to be Midorth, you hear some trumpets playing from the center of town. They're playing a tune. It's very whimsical in nature. As you see some people begin to walk towards where the music is happening, it appears to be time for the debate.
well, Balthazar, we better head to that. I don't know. You can keep talking to your old friend on the way.
All right, well let's fucking go. I don't.
Journeying together.
Guess we're going to a debate, man.
So as you guys are walking, you see the crowd of people just huddled around this stage. You see at the front of the stage Thatsu sitting at a wooden table. Appears to have quite a few notes put in front of him. And you see the old man again. He begins to walk up on the stage. And he puts his hands up and just kind of tries to quiet the crowd down. And the crowd begins to, quiet a bit. And he begins projecting his voice for all to hear. Hello and welcome to the first official debate for governorship of the human colonies. It is unfortunate that we have to have this after the prior governor, Governor Johns, was mercilessly killed along with his cabinet. However, we cannot sit idly by and allow ourselves to be vulnerable any longer. So, today we are here to witness the debate between Mike Oxlong and Hugh Janus.
God damn it, I knew that shit.
Of course.
He looks out at the crowd. Who's laughing? Huh?
Is this the same old guy in that fucking robe?
Yes.
I'm fucking laughing, I shout from the crowd. That shit's fucking hilarious.
There's nothing
I do it
funny
as a
about
performance.
this.
I do it as a performance thing to try and get everybody else to laugh with me.
Everyone kind of looks at you confused as to
I
why.
shout to them. I go, really? My cock's long and huge anus? Are you guys not fucking hearing this shit?
One of the crowd's people turns around to you. It's Ox Long. And the other one's last name is Janus. Janis.
Okay. Everybody else but this guy. You gotta fucking know what this sounds like. No? I pose a question to the entire crowd.
The crowd just kind of looks at you. Never mind him. He's just a troubled young man. Well, troubled older man. However, regardless, tonight shall be the first ever official debate. And our moderator is our esteemed, very new Guildmaster of Kole Naktasi, Thatsu Ulu. Now, Thatsu has made very prosperous trade agreements through his time. He is very wise beyond his years, and I believe he will make a great addition to Kole Naktasi and allowing Kole Naktasi to prosper. So without further ado, let's bring up our contenders. And he brings up, you see two gentlemen walking up. Both are waving and smiling. A little bit older. One of them, it looks like to be Mike. His hair is graying. It's a nice mix of salt and pepper, but he's also wearing a very elegant looking robe. And then Hugh is walking up, and he's very much older, and he's hunching over with a scowl on his face as he's throwing up the peace sign to everybody. All right, that's it. Take it away.
Yeah, he's not here.
Oh, he's not. He's dipped.
Yeah,
I don't know what
texted you.
happened.
I was like, what happened to him? Because he kind of dropped out. I wasn't sure if he fucking
Just dipped.
had somewhere to go.
All right.
Or
Well,
if he was just like,
I didn't even know he left.
Yeah,
Wow.
it didn't even give me a notification that he left.
You guys didn't hear the sound?
No.
I heard it, but I thought he was gonna come back.
So did I.
I did too. I was surprised that he.
Hopefully it's nothing serious, because that means I have to take over the job of Thatsulu, and that's not going to be fun. I have to ask myself questions.
Sometimes.
Got split personalities, man.
No kidding. Oh, he sent me a message through here. Hey, I got a dip. I genuinely feel like I'm about to puke. Oh, okay.
Oh,
So that was
okay.
at 6. All right.
He greened out.
Right?
Greened out.
Hmm.
Too much of the devil's lettuce.
Suck at that devil's lettuce. All right. So, do we want to just call it here, or are we going to make me pull 3 fucking voices out of my ass?
I mean, I'm good with calling it, to be honest, but it's up to you guys.
Um,
I
I'm
I
I'm
feel
good
like
with
it would
calling it.
complicate. I feel like it'd
Yeah.
complicate it too much for you to try and be 3 people
I
at
appreciate
the
it.
same time.
We could, since we got to cut this one kind of short, we could do a session next Saturday and the next Saturday then, just to make up for it instead of skipping the week.
We could do that. I know Balthazar is going to be busy next Saturday, so.
Oh,
Well, no, I
Yeah,
mean, we could
it's
still.
fine though. You guys can do it. Just say I'm reading my fucking book or some shit.
All right.
I
So,
slip away in the fucking during the debate. Or
All
some
right,
shit.
that works. You
'Cause, yeah, I gotta
guys
book card and shit.
update your journals for me, and we will call it a. We will call this a part 1. We'll do
yeah.
that.
Of
Part
2.
1 and part 2 shall be done next Saturday. All right. So last we left off, Castor and Balthazar took the long journey from the Temple of the Firstborn to Kole Naktasi. On that way, Balthazar had a meeting with his deity. He's unsure who his deity truly is, but he's having a meeting, to say the least, in his mind with this person, this being. Castor had, I believe, 2 or 3. What are those things called? Um,
Horoscopes?
horoscope. Thank you. Had 2 or 3 horoscopes. One of which, the last one I believe, seems to be more hitting the nail on the head than the other ones, for sure. And as they made their way back town, they saw the signs up of vote for Mike and vote for Hugh. And as they were going into town, they met with the gravekeeper who. Or no, sorry, they didn't meet with the gravekeeper. They met with a man named Wilhelm, who was the human emissary to the King of Sands. And that's where Thatsuulu was introduced. And Thatsuulu, of course, got an unknown promotion to himself from this former emissary, as well as now having to be the moderator for the election that is happening between Mike Oxlong and Hugh Janus. So as they tried to not piss themselves laughing, they went to the gravekeeper and decided to bury Como amongst the victims of the judge in the cemetery there, and took a seat amongst the crowd as they watched these 2 individuals, one from Shkem, that being Hugh Janus, and one from Bilazili, being Mike Oxley. So as the crowd dies down and listens, Thatsuulu is sitting there at a wooden table with bunch of notes in front of him, ready to moderate this this governor's race. And that's where we will pick up. Too bad we don't
Now-
have Balthazar,
Now,
because...
question:
Yes, go ahead.
is this for just Kole Naktasi or the entirety of the human territory?
Entirety of the human territory.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I couldn't remember.
And unfortunately, we don't have Balthazar here. He's celebrating his birthday like a bitch. And, you know, fuck him. So, his character just died. No, I'm just kidding. His character didn't die. But yeah, happy birthday to that asshole. So let's get started. And welcome to Dogma D&D. So, Fatsu, you see the two men standing there at the podiums, each with their names written on the podium as you sit there preparing your first question for these guys. Caster, what are you doing?
Oh, am I just like am I just in the crowd right now?
Yes, currently you are in the crowd.
Um, I guess I'll just watch. Just be watching, listening.
Okay. I'll be playing Balthazar as well. Balthazar will just kind of watch, but Mydorth, if you're wishing to communicate, I can relay messages to Caster.
Okay.
So yeah, the crowd is hushed in anticipation of the first question. That's it.
What are your opinions on the role of government in our society?
Who are you asking?
Is it not like a normal debate where it's like left to right?
It's however you want it to be.
That's how we're gonna run this.
All right.
Standard.
So Hugh is standing on the left, and Mike is standing on the right. So, what was the question again?
What's your opinion on the role of government in society?
Well, that's a lovely question. My belief of the role of government in today's society should be very minimal to say the least. You know, I mean, the previous governor, he really overstepped his bounds as far as I'm concerned, but you know, it's one of those things where it's high tide we change, so yeah. Role of government, there you go.
I then look to candidate number 2.
So you look at Mike. Mike looks at you. Well, the role of government's simple. The role of government's just there to protect the people, for the people, by the people, right? It's that simple.
Alright, next question. What motivates you to run for office?
Well, I just want the betterment of the people. I just get sick and tired of seeing the poor people of Kole Naktasi having to pay 90% of their wages to a madman, and I took my opportunity and I ran with it. Thank you again for the question there.
And candidate 2.
Well, it's my God's duty. I mean, I have to be sitting there top of that there seat and making sure that all my people are well taken care of. Because, you know, it's my duty. That's why I ran. That's why I run. And that's why I'm going to kick Hugh Janus right in the ass.
Yeah, let's settle down. Next question. What is your position on human-dwarf relations?
Hugh adjusts his glasses and begins to pull at the collar of his shirt. Well, I mean, the dwarves are now currently our sworn enemy, and I don't see a way going forward with the dwarves. I mean, everybody here has the fresh memory of the judge, and well, I don't think there may be any relations between us and the dwarves. I don't really see it happening.
Candidate 2.
Well, the best way to improve our relations between the dwarves and the humans is annihilate the dwarves. We need to build up an army, need to go over there, kick the door in, and pull that traitorous bastard out of his hole. And execute him right there in front of everybody so that they know we are not to be trifled with. We will not be kicked any longer. The crowd begins to start clapping for his his statement.
Let's see. Alright. Next question. Do you have any plans to revoke or amend any existing legislation? If so, which ones and why?
Oh, well, I definitely believe that we should revoke that god-awful tax that the previous administration had in place. I mean, that was absolutely crushing our people. And well, that one should have died with Governor Johns, and I think paying our military the just absolute abhorrent amount of money that we were paying to them, that needs to die with him as well. And sorry, frogs caught in my throat. But yeah, I think that's just a lovely question you're presenting there.
Candidate 2.
Well, unfortunately, my opponent here is correct. I think doing away with those two things might actually help us do better. However, we do need a standing military, and currently we have none. They all took off, all a bunch of cowards. So I do believe that we need to still collect a tax to pay our fine men and women in uniform and have them still protecting us, because you never know when the dwarves are going to come knocking. And as far as we know, people, we don't even know if the judge didn't come here to fuck with us because of the dwarves. I mean, realistically.
Let's keep the questions short and to the point.
I was short to the point. I answered your question. I answered everybody's question. Who is responsible for the judge? You can cast silence if you want.
We're trying to run through this. I don't need all the pandering.
You're there to moderate. I'm here to pander.
You're here to answer your questions, sir. Next question. Let's see. Do you have plans to introduce new legislation? And if so, what would that include?
Well, I believe the end of slavery here. I mean, the reason it was put in place made sense, but it doesn't make too much sense when everybody here is enslaved. So, you know, I'll do away with that. Make sure that the new laws reflected that we will no longer be enslaving any more of our people. I think there's that one, and well, I believe that we need to have better trade routes. I mean, trading amongst ourselves just really ain't working now, is it?
And next candidate?
I have to agree. Slavery needs to end. That was a pointless but fruitful venture that we did, and I do believe it needs to end. For the future as well. Was that not pandering enough?
Next question. What is your stance on our elven neighbors? And what made you come to this stance?
The Hugh, he kind of cocks his head to the side and looks at his opponent, looks at the crowd. Well, I mean, that's a difficult question because they may be our neighbors, but they sure don't. They don't really talk to us. I mean, since they left, we really have no communication with them. So I guess my stance, to make it brief and short, would be I'm indifferent. I don't have much of a stance on them. I mean, I don't know if anybody here has had any kind of dealings with the elvish people. So yeah, I'm indifferent.
Candidate 2.
As long as they don't fuck with us, we're all hunky dory. Couple peas in a pod, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we don't
Yeah.
need another, human dwarf war with the elves. I mean, because we'd annihilate them.
Alright, and let's see. Hang on, I lost my place on my questions.
Or you better hurry up. That's your only job. My job's pandering. Your job's the questions. Hey, now, come on. Don't
All right.
give them that hard of a time.
Last question. Do you accept donation from lobbyists or special interest groups, and if so, why?
Well, I hate to be the corn in the grease, but I have no idea what either one of those are. So I don't take anything from anybody. I mean, my donations come from the people. So
Candidate 2.
only donations that I receive from, I guess you could say, special interest groups would be from my family, who runs the ranch out there in Adiramond. The Oxlong Ranch had generations of Oxlongs out there. So the only ones I take donations from are out there at my old ranch.
Well, I believe that concludes the session.
The crowd begins to clap, and Hugh puts his fingers up, doing a peace sign above his head. Mike just gives a couple waves as they go, they get off the stage, and Wilhelm stands upon the stage. Now give a good strong hand for our moderator, Thatsulu. He did a wonderful job. And everybody go to the voting box and cast your vote, cast your ballot. And by the end of it, we will see who, in fact, has won the governorship. So thank you, and Godspeed to all of you. As he takes a bow and gets off the stage and walks up to the front of the stage and puts a ballot box in there, or on top of the stage, and everybody can cast their vote. So, Caster, are you voting?
I don't know. Wait, so this is for the human territory?
This is for the human territory.
Hmm.
And,
I'm gonna go up to Thatsulu.
Okay. Thatsulu, I need you to roll a straight D20.
$15.
15, okay. So as you're watching the crowd form a nice uniform line, Caster comes up to you.
That's it. So what did you think about both the candidates?
I don't know that I like either one particularly.
Yeah, both of them are kind of shit. Was there
One,
any that stood out for you?
no, one seemed to hold back too much, and one seemed to let loose too much.
Hmm. I think I liked Mike better. I think
I
I'd
mean,
prefer. I think I'd prefer him to be like loose and like let his thoughts be known rather than being a little schemy and quiet.
yes. One thing I wish he did not mention was when he said he'd like to raise a standing army. He never mentioned how he would adjust the taxation. One thing I wish he would have addressed.
Also, what deity does he follow? He mentioned that.
Unclear. It wasn't on his ballot.
Hmm. But yeah. Hmm. Are you gonna vote?
Hmm. Probably.
As you guys are talking, Balthazar is standing there, and he's trying to whisper to Midorth. Midorth, did you catch all that?
Which part?
The whole debate. I mean, did you? It wasn't really much of a debate. It was just answering questions. It was a Q&A. But the Q&A, did you catch it?
I can summarize a fair bit of it.
What are you thinking? Because my stance is, I don't know. Would you like me to
Yeah,
cast a ballot in your name?
no, I think that would backfire considering the fact that
Well, I mean,
in Kole Naktasi,
I'll cast my ballot. It'll be your ballot. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, objectively, they both seem to more or less want the same thing. The only thing I saw a big difference was with the dwarves. Hugh kind of just more or less didn't want to fuck with them, so they wouldn't fuck with us. While Mike was wanting to raise an army.
Yeah, I did catch that. I caught that pretty quickly. He kind of wants to keep things the way they are, which is still not very good.
Yeah.
God, two shit candidates. That's what was up with that the Elvish question? Did you catch that?
I did, but I don't really know much about the elves since I haven't really been near that territory very much.
From the way Hugh made it sounds like nobody has. Oh, I see Casta. Let's go talk to them. Speaking with that Thayatsu guy. I don't fucking know his name. The Shih Tzu, that's his name. The Shih Tzu. Okay. You guys see Balthazar walking up, waving a hand. Hey, Casta, Shih Tzu. What are you guys thinking of voting for?
Hmm. Datsu, you first.
For one, it's Thatsu. You'd be wise to remember that.
My
Two,
mistake, Miyatsu.
I cast silence on him.
Okay. So, what were your thoughts?
I do not discuss my political thinkings with simpletons.
Is
Not
Mike
you.
still there? Is Mike
Not
still
you,
like
Casper.
nearby?
No, they took off. They took
Okay.
off. That way they can't influence anybody.
Hmm. Okay. I'll go vote. I'm gonna go vote for Mike.
Okay.
I go, but I go to vote for Hugh.
Okay. Okay.
Disembodied voice of Might-Earth.
Hang on.
Yeah, I was about to say, who are you voting for? Caster, I need you to roll
I'll go
a
with
d20.
Just straight D20.
Just a straight d20.
go with Mike.
11.
11, okay. You're going with Mike?
Yeah.
Alright. Balthazar pulls off a piece of paper out of his bag and begins writing Mike. And I need you to roll a d20, Midorth.
D20. D20. 12.
Alright. So as the line slowly begins to dwindle away and the sun begins to set, the last few votes are coming in from the citizens of Gem and Belazili, and the ballot box gets closed. And the two candidates slowly make their way up, both waving and smiling. Wilhelm goes up to the microphone. Well, we have a winner. By a landslide, it seems. Our new governor for the human colonies is Hugh Janus. And people begin to erupt in the crowd. People start booing. A lot of people start cheering. And Hugh just comes forward, throwing up the peace sign again, smiling, adjusting his glasses. He walks up to Wilhelm, shakes his hand, and Mike walks off stage. And Hugh just stands there holding the microphone. Well, I'll make sure to. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just in shock. I didn't think I was gonna win. But you guys really came out and showed me. But I'm just letting you know, I'm letting everybody know that I represent everybody, not just the people that voted for me. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I do have a single solitary announcement I have to make. It seems that we have two esteemed guests in the crowd that have gone somewhat unnoticed. And he looks down at you, Caster. We have Caster and his esteemed colleague that came in with him. I'm assuming that they're part of that party that killed the judge. We all got word of that, right? So I would just like everybody to give them a round of applause for being such amazing heroes. I mean, they truly sacrificed everything for free just to help us. So that's the least we owe them. People kind of start looking at each other and slowly begin clapping, confused because most of them didn't even know you. And
For free? Wait, let's back up. For free?
so as the applause begins roaring because they realize you guys killed the judge, your question or statement goes unheard. Now, I'm just saying I would like to meet with the heroes that, we owe our lives to. So, if everybody will excuse me, attend the festivities, but I would like to personally congratulate them myself. As he hands the mic back to Wilhelm, and Wilhelm starts explaining what's going on, where the food's at, where the drinks are. And Hugh walks down the stairs and off to a tent that looks to be his tent. It's a big tent. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna turn to Balthazar and I'm gonna ask, what the heck? I thought this would be a paid job that we go to kill the judge.
Well, I mean, if we were being paid, the guy that said he was gonna pay us is dead. So I don't
Well,
remember even being told that we were gonna be paid. But you know, who knows? Maybe this guy Hugh might do right by us. Who knows? What do you think,
okay.
Maidon?
I just hope if he has plans, he's open about them, because from experience, keeping government plans a secret from the public that affect the public are not a good idea.
Well, I mean, he seems like he's a snake in the grass. So who knows? I honestly think we should meet this asshole. What?
Is Datsu near us?
Well, yeah, he's right next to us. What are you thinking about that, Shia Mayatsu? You think we should meet with this new governor?
I mean, what standing have I to go?
You're the boss now,
Aren't
and
you?
you're how I get paid.
Aren't you the new guild master? I mean, I would think. Pardon me for opening up just my peasantry mouth, but I would think that you would want to get in good with the governor. But maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe all the words behind you from William over there is just all hot air. Was he blowing smoke up our ass, the Otsu?
I've not even taken my role yet. That is for after this event.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
well, come with. I'm gonna grab Datsu's arm or sleeve or something, and I'm gonna start dragging him to the tent.
I would like to smack his hand while he tries to grab me.
What kind of smack are we going for? Like a nobility off my clothes, or are we backhanding?
No, just don't grab me like that.
Ah,
Royalty.
okay.
Nothing to harm.
So you give him a nice little slap on the fingertips.
That's my only one left.
Show more respect before you have none.
It's my last hand left. Okay. Well, you're still coming with, so.
Nah, leave Shia Mayatsu over here, or Hayabusa, whatever his name is, Mitsubishi. Well, leave Mitsubishi over here, and me and you, Stumpy, will go speak with the new governor.
Okay, fine.
Alright, come on, let's leave this sourpuss over here. Bye, sourpuss! As Balthazar starts walking towards the tent. And once in the tent, what are you gonna do, Thatsu?
I retire to the guild to get all my stuff prepared for my new job.
Okay. So as they go into the tent, you go to the guild and begin preparing for your new position. And once in the tent, Castor and Balthazar, you are greeted by the new governor, Hugh. Well, hey there, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that so last minute.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah, sorry. I just, when I heard that you guys are... Well, I mean, is it just you guys? He looks at both of you.
Well, I guess, yeah, just us left.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. I heard that you guys had a pretty decent-sized group. To hear there's only two of you left, I'm sorry. He looks down at your missing arm. Oh, we'll have to do something about it, won't we?
Wait, you know how to, what could we do?
I mean, there's no one in the human territories that could do anything. But, I mean, you're not human, so you could possibly travel to the dwarven territories. Maybe they could help you with a prosthetic limb.
Hmm.
I mean, of course, for a price.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, it's hard getting through life with one good limb. So, keep it in the front of your mind. And
Hmm.
I don't know who this older man is with you. Is he your friend or
This is Balthazar, I believe, Cuminass.
Cuban ass, you prick?
Oh,
Oh well, you're a bit older than I had expected. I was told that Balthazar was a younger man, early 20s, I believe. You look to be about 45, 50. No offense, I'm sorry. I'm 22, you prick. Oh, okay. Well, what happened to the rest of your group? Would you care to share that? Who else was in your group that you lost?
Balthazar?
I thought Balthazar was this old guy.
Yeah, I was trying to get him to say something.
Oh,
So we lost.
why? Why are you looking at him? He's talking to you. You don't trust me, it seems. I mean,
Hmm. Well, we lost my former employer, Como Daria,
oh,
and then
he was the guild master, wasn't he? The previous.
yeah, we haven't. There's a new one now, I guess, but
Yeah, I heard about that. Sorry.
um,
How did he die?
you know, it was all a blur. There was a lot of death in the moment. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
We barely escaped with our lives.
Okay. Who else was with you?
Um, James Blackport, I
Oh,
believe.
oh, yeah, I heard about that guy. I heard about him. He passed away. How did he die?
Um, same thing. I don't know. It was really chaotic.
Alright. Um, what about, was there what was he? He starts thinking. Wasn't there a dragon with you? Like a silver dragon? A dragonborn. That's what he was called. Was a dragonborn, I believe. Was he with you or no?
I don't believe so, but maybe Balthazar remembers him.
Ah, yes, Carnivaro. He didn't come with us to the final battle, the coward. I, I had to shoot him in the chest, but what Casta's calling a blur. Let's get down to nitty gritty here.
No, we don't need to. We don't need to talk about.
Oh
I
no,
think
no, no.
it was. It was very. Hey, I have a lot of trauma from the event. Let's just not discuss it right now. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, all right, fine. So, all trauma aside, there was lots of death, but Carnivaro wasn't there. Oh, okay. Well, let me just mark that down. Okay, so it was Balthazar, Castor, Como Daria, and James Blackpool, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's enough of that. What I'd like to do for you guys as a thank you from all of us is I would like to give you guys permanent residence here in Kole Naktasi. As a thank you and as a gratitude, we'll make sure to build you a nice home that is welcome for all heroes. But It'll be your guys' permanent residency.
Well, we appreciate it. Would there be any other monetary rewards or anything? I was expecting a reward other than just property.
Well, unfortunately, the town is broke, so. I mean, I'm sure I could work something out with some of the local shopkeepers, possibly. I don't know.
Oh, and you could pay for Komodaria's burial. We charged it to the guild, but I feel like the city would probably be best to actually pay the bill.
Oh, that's no problem at all. That's no problem at all. He
Okay.
died a hero, so he deserves a
Yeah,
hero's funeral.
yeah. It was what a
It
a
was,
heroic death.
it was quite the death, to say the least. Quite the death. Heroic, I mean. Quite the heroic death, to say the least. But, I do have one question. Do you have any sapphires? No, I can't say I have any sapphires. I'm sorry. Well, shit.
So what are your intentions as governor now? And I want to do an insight check on this one whenever we do it. Whenever
Okay.
he answers.
So he fixes his glasses and puts his parchment down on a side table. Well, it's very complicated because, I mean, cleaning up the mess that Governor John's left is not gonna be easy. But I really am truly here to help the people. Make sure that our civilization thrives and prospers as best as I can. And roll that insight check.
21.
Ooh.
Damn.
So, as he's telling you this, you notice that his fingers are fidgeting quite a bit. And that he's beginning to perspire in this very cool tint. So it seems that he is extremely nervous at your line of questioning, to say the least. But something definitely seems very off about this guy. Whether he's telling the truth or not, it's all this other stuff is standing out, and it's subtle shit, but it's hard to tell whether he's telling the truth or not.
Mm. Okay.
Will there be any more questions?
Balthazar?
Not that I can think of, no. Oh, oh, oh. I do have a question. Um, will there be a brothel in this town now, as opposed to slavery? Uh, I, I, I don't know. I mean, if that's what the people want, I mean, then sure, but I don't really. I can't really see. Well, if there's no brothel, then maybe a cleric or a holy woman, perhaps? Again, if that's what the people want, then that's what the people get, I can't really say right at this moment. But, thank you again for being the heroes you guys really are. And, I'll try to work out some kind of, agreement with the shopkeepers, okay?
Well, we appreciate that.
We appreciate everything you've done, so thank you again. And sorry for the loss of your friends. And we go back to Thatsu, who is sitting there doing his due diligence in taking over the guild. And what are you doing, Thatsu?
Just going over paperwork, making sure all the legal documents are signed correctly. All the things for smooth transition, checking over current guild policy and such, where we're sitting financially, our current trade routes, things of that manner.
Okay.
Trying to get the full vibe of what's going on.
All right. So as you continue doing that, we go back to Castor and Balthazar, who are now leaving the tent. Unless you have more
Yeah.
questions.
I don't think so.
Maidoff, do you have any questions for the new governor? Governor kind of narrows his eyes and looks at Balthazar sideways.
Hmm. None that I can think of. At least not a question that wouldn't make him feel uncomfortable.
Ah, yes. Well, we wouldn't want to make him feel uncomfortable. As Hugh is now pulling the collar of his shirt away from his neck, getting real nervous at this appearance of Balthazar just talking to himself.
Okay, well, I guess it's time to go for us.
Yes, yes. Goodbye. Salutations, congratulations. Thank you for the new building and our personal status in this town. This lovely shithole. But good ta-ta. He walks alongside you, Castor. Why didn't you tell him about it, me killing James?
Because I feel like that. Maybe let's just leave that detail out whenever we talk about the story, because, maybe somebody liked him, you know. I don't know much about him, but maybe somebody did, and they may want to take revenge or something.
From my understanding, I believe that's what the judge was trying to do, was take revenge of James. He was friend of few and foe to many, from my understanding. However, Como would know better. But Como's dead. Speaking of, I want to go pay respects to my friend Como real fast. So, where do you want to meet up?
I'm gonna go to the guild
Ah.
and go talk to Batsu.
Yeah, make sure that you still have a job, because if you don't have a job, it's going to be kind of embarrassing, to say the least. Hopefully you have a job. If not, I always have a job for you.
But, yeah, I don't want to do any jobs for you.
Wow, maybe I need an assistant for my school. You ever think of that?
Not my type of education.
Whatever. I hope you lose your job. Just like you lost your arm. Kidding! I'm gonna go say hi to Como. You, want me to say anything for you?
Call him a stupid asshole.
You got it. So Balthazar walks off towards the graveyard, and you begin walking towards the guild hall. You see people being jovial, having fun, laughing. It's first time in this town since you've been here. You see some people plotting out, buildings and using twine and sticks to measure out everything as you get to the guild house, which is currently made up of a large tent. And you see behind the tent the plot lines for where the guild house actually will be. And do you walk in the tent or just...
Yeah, I'm gonna walk into the tent and go walk into Batsu's new office.
Alright, so you walk into the tent and walk towards the back of it. You see a couple people looking at you, and occasionally an eye glances down to your missing arm. As you open the flap to Thatsu's office, Thatsu's sitting there reading paperwork, not looking up.
So I just need to confirm that I still have a job and I'm being employed by the guild master.
I'm sure we can find something for you.
Okay, well, I just need to make sure, and you know, I would just assume that I get to keep the position and I'm going to be properly paid. Would love to be paid for this job that we just did, but
What job for the guild did you do?
was I not helping Como?
You were beside him in a battle zone, correct?
Yeah, I was beside him until the end.
And not with him during like a trade deal or anything that would be official guild business, correct?
Yeah, but I was hired to help him, and he is the guild master.
Was, and you weren't on guild business, you were on personal business. That is your free time, not with the guild.
Okay. Well, also, you should be expecting a bill from the graveyard about his grave, but you can just go and just send that invoice over to the new governor because he said he would pay for it.
I see, and who authorized the original transaction?
It was written in Como's will that was on him.
They just want to stare at him with an insight check.
I'm
Roll
gonna
it.
do a deception.
I
I'm
was
gonna do
about
a
to say
deception check.
roll a deception deception roll on that one.
14.
I got a 20 on my insight.
I'm
Damn.
going to. What the heck?
So you could see very very clearly that Caster is just pulling shit out of his ass.
I'm going to give you one more try. Who authorized the transaction?
It doesn't really matter anymore though because the town's gonna be paying for it. So,
I cast suggestion and say answer.
um,
Doesn't he have to roll
I
against something?
Wisdom saving throw.
Roll that wisdom saving throw.
I want to make sure. Wait, I want to make sure this is what we're doing. Sorry. Oh, I can't be charmed, so you're screwed.
I don't think it counts as a charm.
It is.
Oh wait, yeah, no, it does. You're right.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyways, I didn't say that, but
I mean, regardless, I'm still waiting for like the answer to the question I asked.
um, it doesn't. It was all blur, but the town will pay now. So
Is there like going through my documents and such? Um, have I found anything regarding what his pay is?
No. There is no documentation of what his current pay is because Como never sat down with him and talked to him about what a decent pay should be. It was more he was on the road to going to seeing this judged character, and basically they just never had time to talk about pay.
Alright, well, I keep that to myself as technically he's not like entitled to wages from the guild.
so,
Okay.
anyways, would love to just confirm that I will have a position at the guild, being employed, getting
We'll,
money. I have debt to pay off, so
we'll see. So far, you've been sort of snake-tongued with me, so
that's really funny coming from you.
You are unaware of him being anything but a human.
Am I really?
Yes.
Oh, JK. I didn't say that then.
So as far as anyone knows, I just have weird eyes.
Okay. Then I didn't say that. Well,
It's
I didn't know
okay.
I didn't know we were supposed to not know that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Well, just wanted to confirm. I got a new. The governor gave us a property. I don't know if you got one, but I'm gonna go and head over to mine.
I just look at him, like, inquiring, why would I have received one?
I don't know. Don't you get a position? Don't you get like a property or anything? You know.
I have a room in the guild.
I'm gonna look around. Looks like a tent.
There's just three things going through my head. If I should just like lay out a blueprint, kick him out, or tell him he's unemployed. What do you think? Midorth, let's get your out of game real quick.
I would say for simplicity, option number 2.
Sick. I just look back down at my papers and do that little thing where I just flick my hand forward, telling him to go away. So I go back to my paperwork.
All right. Well, see you tomorrow. I'm
I
just gonna.
didn't say that.
What?
I
As
didn't
you
say that you were coming back tomorrow.
Oh. Well, I'll be coming back tomorrow. So, see ya. And I'm gonna go to my property.
Okay. So currently your property is a tent because the home hasn't been built yet.
What
However,
the?
yeah, there's a lot that still needs to be built up in this place. But that's
This is
okay.
a shithole.
It was
Why are we
attacked.
here?
It was attacked. That's why. And it's the capital of the human colonies. So as you walk back to, or walk towards your quote unquote new property, you see two tents just up, and one of the flaps is open. And you see behind the tents twine that is stretched out. I mean, it's just massive. This building that you guys are in front of is going to be massive. And yeah, what do you do? Do you walk into your tent or you investigate the open one?
Well, I'll investigate the open one from the outside just to check why it's open.
Alright, so you kind of peek your head so that you kind of see inside. You see Balthazar just thumbing through a book. His fingers just gently cascading over the pages. You see him kind of look up from his book, kind of meet eyes with you. Hey.
Hello. How was talking to Como?
That's good. I called him an asshole for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Asshole had to go and die. Yeah, so we have these tents. But behind us is gonna be our home.
Yeah,
What's wrong?
I hate this town.
Why do you hate it? Is it because it's a shithole?
Yes.
Oh, it's okay. It won't be a shithole for long. It seems like they've got big plans for this town. They got a new governor. He's gonna have a home to live in. They're plotting out the lines of buildings. I mean, we may even have a few shops. So, it gets better. However, we do have a bar here. You want to go drinking with me, Caster?
I think I'm gonna sleep because I think it's been a while since we've gotten a good rest.
He looks down and tilts his head to the side. Yeah. It does feel like it's been eons since we've slept. I wish that was an exaggeration. Like, I mean a good sleep. Well, I guess I'll turn in, Caster. And he gives you a wave, and I need you to roll a perception check.
Oh wait, perception. Okay. Oh my gosh. Nat 20, 23.
All right, you see Balthazar's hand covered in blood, and you see his robe has decent speckles of blood as well from your vantage point. And his book is pretty bloodied on the cover of it. And you can see it damn near perfect as day. Yeah.
Balthazar, your hand okay there?
Oh, yeah. My hand's fine. It's not my blood.
Whose is it?
It's Como's. Needed to get something off of him.
What were you doing with his body?
He sits up fully, puts his book down, face down. Wow. Alright, I guess I can tell you. I mean, we're friends, right?
Sure.
Alright, so I needed to get 2 testicles from him. And he pulls out of his pocket 2 testicles that he's holding in his hand. I have a spell that requires them. Well, it's not like he's gonna use them, I mean.
Yeah, what kind of spell? Is it just one of your regular...
It's a fun spell. A spell I think we would have a good laugh at. A damn good laugh. I know Mydorth would laugh at it. He'd find it hilarious. Isn't that right, Mydorth?
I don't know, because this new discovery, since I've never seen you cast magic, concerns me. Sounds almost like necromancy.
No, it's not necromancy. What the hell, Mydorth? It's
What
not.
it sounds like.
I'm not raising a body. Good lord. And if it was necromancy, you think I'd tell you? Jeez.
I mean, I'm kind of stuck with you.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, not natural 20.
Okay. You've known Balthazar to cast spells. However, you do also know that some spells, just regular spells, require material components. So maybe his spells also require material components?
Was he lying about the necromancy stuff, though?
Oh,
Can I
100%
tell?
telling the truth.
Okay,
Yeah, he's 100% telling the truth. He's not necromancy.
okay.
Because he would be very foolish to perform necromancy in the presence of a paladin.
I don't know who the paladin would be.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay.
Paladin is Mydorth. You didn't meet him. Never mind. I wouldn't cast spells of necromancy. I just need it for a spell. That's all. It'll be fun. You guys will laugh. We'll share a good laugh. We'll cry. I don't think I need any more testicles from Como. You'll see. You'll see. Jeez, try to share some truth with you and you just... Good night, Caster. He
Good night.
closes his flaps to his tent because I have to make sure that I have to make sure that that is exactly what he is doing. He is closing the flaps to his tent. And what are you gonna do, Caster?
I guess I'm gonna go into my tent.
Okay. So as you guys call it a night, Thatsu, you're still sitting there poring over these documents and getting all the information that you can. And in walks the new governor. Well, hey there, Thatsu. It's nice to meet you. You're the guild master, from what I've heard.
That I am. How are you today?
A little nervous. I didn't think I was gonna win, but I won, so gotta get over those nerves. But I felt that I needed to come meet with you and kind of get an idea of if we're gonna work together, if we're gonna be butting heads.
I mean, you plan on lowering the taxes and helping with economic growth, yes?
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, yeah, that is the plan.
That is what the guild cares about.
Well, that's perfect then. Um, so your predecessor, he, from what I've heard, he was a good kid. What are your thoughts upon him?
I've heard about the same. Just young, full of life, naive. But his heart was in the right place.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should start rebuilding then, huh? Get this place to become prosperous.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, so what's with the eyes, man?
What do you mean?
Well,
Do they bother you?
your eyes are a bit freaky for a human. I mean, you are human, right?
As much so as you?
Ah. Well, I mean, I don't have those very unique eyes that you have, so yeah. I mean, how the hell did you come about them? Was it an adventure, or was it just, stroke of luck?
Just how I was born.
Ah. Sorry. I know that was a bit rude, but I just had to ask because I know people are gonna ask me, and I gotta have a decent story behind it. So, um, look forward to working with you. I did tell, however, I believe Caster's in your employ.
That's what I've heard, but I've not seen any documents to back that yet.
Okay, well, I told him, and I'll tell you as well. I mean, he may have to go alone, I'm not too sure, but the dwarven territories have the technology to give prosthetic limbs. I mean, he's an arm short, so, it's one of those things where I understand that it may not be good for business if you have a guy with one arm.
And you recommended him to the dwarves.
Yeah, I recommended that he go to the dwarven territory because he's not human, so he could possibly get their aid.
And why send him to the dwarves if they're to be our enemy?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if anybody's caught you up to speed. I mean, everyone says the dwarves are our enemy, but they haven't attacked us since we won the war. So, I mean, they're not an ally, but we are technically in a cold war of sorts, and I figured help the kid out and it's not too far away.
I just kind of lean back in my chair. Sounds reasonable.
Unlike Mike Oxlong, I am not fully driven by rage with the dwarves. Granted, I don't trust them little bastards. I just, I don't have as much hate towards them as he does.
Let me ask you something.
Sure.
So, what are your, real intentions, first moves, things like that?
Regarding what?
In general, I've got no tie to this place. I'm not from here. What your agenda is doesn't matter to me. I'm just curious how it might affect the guild. Between us, of course.
Ah. Roll
And
a
I'd like to add I was about to say, I'd like to add a persuasion to
Yeah, I was
that.
about to say, roll persuasion.
19.
All right. Well, he looks around, seeing that it's just you and him in the room. Well, my first intent would be to make sure that Kole Naktasi was built back up, since that mechanical dwarven ore mining machine came here and really wrecked the place up. It hasn't had a chance to really build up, so I would think I would focus my attentions on there. Also, I believe that I would try to, in the same breath and in the same stroke, if you get what I'm saying, try to make sure that the dwarves don't kick our teeth in while we're with our pants down, because I don't, I don't understand why they haven't been trying to storm the gates.
Is that all?
Well, yeah, I mean, you may not have any ties to this place, but I really do want the best for my people.
No personal monetary gain involved?
No, I had honestly, between me and you, I had honestly planned on not taking a salary. I mean, I get the governor's mansion, so.
I'd like to do insight.
Okay.
Tis a low roll. Tis a 7.
Okay, you are having a hard time telling because he's one of those that it's hard to tell if he's speaking his mind or if he's holding back. It's just very difficult with the way he speaks. But you really can't tell if he's telling you the truth or not. I guess only time would tell. Yeah,
Alright.
I just, between me and you, this town's been through a lot.
Alright. Let's see. I just want to make it clear. You can trust me. As I said, I have no ties to these lands. If I know your motives, they may help with mine. May be able to make a partnership of some sort if it aligns.
Well, what are your intentions? What would be your first move?
Right now is fix the economy.
Fair. I think we could
Get
work
the
together.
gold flowing into the guild.
Yeah, I think we could work together on that one. But you said you had no ties here, so is that going to play into the favor of the human colonies, or is that just going to play into your favor?
Both.
I mean, I can't really fault you for that. Well, I really do hope that hope I do right by, the people that are here. I hope I do right by everyone. So it was good talking with you.
I stand up to shake his hand.
He shakes your hand, and it's kind of a soft handshake. And he lets go and seizes himself out. And what will you do after he had left, or after he leaves?
What time is it?
It is currently 11 o'clock
PM or AM?
p.m.
I go back to my bedding area.
Okay. And as you guys fall into sleep, we will end it there. And I would like to thank everybody for watching and hope you guys enjoyed this episode.